Inferno, Canto 6. When once again my senses came to me that left me, when the anguish of those two so altogether stunned me with compassion, whichever way I move, or turn, or look, my eyes behold on every side alike new torments and tormented souls anew. To the third circle of eternal rain, accursed, cold and heavy, I am come. Thick hail, dark water, and unending snow come pouring down athwart the murky air, their quality and cadence never changing, upon the putrid earth. A monster fierce, the direful Cerberus with triple throat, barks dog-like o'er the people here submerged. Red are his eyes, his beard befouled and dark, his belly large, his paws with talons armed. He claws the spirits, flays and quarters them. The endless downpour makes them howl like dogs, trying with one side to protect the other. The abject wretches often writhe and turn in vain attempt to find relief from pain. When Cerberus took heed of our approach, he opened wide his jaws with horrid fangs, and quivering with rage in every limb, stood thwart our path. And then my noble leader stretched forth his hands, and picking up some earth, he hurled it full within the rabid jaws. Just as a hungry dog that barks for food is quieted when first he gnaws his meat, thinking and striving but to devour it, just so were still the jaws of Cerberus, that demon whose loud, raucous bark so stuns the spirits, that they wish that they were deaf. We passed o'er shades beaten to earth by rain. Our feet were stepping on their hollow forms, which were but shadows, though they seemed like men. All of them were lying on the ground, save one who painfully arose to sit as soon as he perceived us passing by. "Oh, you who through this hell are being led," he called to me, recall me if you can, for you were born while I still breathed above." I answered him. "The anguish in your face perchance withdraws you from my memory, as if I had not looked on you before. But tell me who you are, and why condemned to suffer such a penalty that none is worse to bear, although it were a greater. Your city, which of envy is so full, its brim is overflowing in tranquil life, held me within its walls." He answered me. "Your citizens gave me the name Siacho. For the pernicious sin of gluttony I languished as you see in endless rain, and I am not the only wretched soul. All these are suffering like punishment for like offense." No other word he spoke. "Siacho," I answered him, "your wretchedness so burns me that tears start in my eyes. But if you can, tell what the future holds for citizens of our divided state. Tell me if any man be just, and why so great a discord has afflicted it." He said to me, "After long years of strife, blood will be shed. The faction from without will chase the other off with bitter loss. Within 3 years the conquerors shall fall. The conquered rule by help of one who now uncertain vacillates between the two. Long will this faction hold its forehead high, keeping the other heavily oppressed, with tears of shame and wrath. 2 men are just, yet no one heeds them there, for arrogance, envy, and avarice are the triple flames that burn within her citizens' proud hearts." Here ended his most lamentable tale. I said to him, "I beg you, tell me more. Grant me the boon, I pray, of further speech." The worthy Farinata and Tagiaio, Jacopo Rusticsucci, Mosca, Arrigo, and all the other men who strove for good, pray tell me where they are, and help me find their souls, for greatly I desire to know if heaven doth soothe or hell embitter them. He said, They are among the blackest souls. Their crimes have dragged them down to deepest hell. If you descend so far, you'll see them there. But when you seek again the world above, bring tidings of me to the others there. Further, I'll tell you not, nor answer more. He turned his gaze aside, then looked at me, then bowed his head, and in the reeking mud fell prone to join the other sightless souls. The leader said to me, "He'll wake no more until the sound of the angel trump. When the avenging doom will be fulfilled, each spirit will seek out his dismal tomb, resume his mortal shape, and hear his sentence reverberating through eternity." So we passed on, across the filthy mess of spirits mixed with sleet, with lingering steps, discoursing somewhat on the future life. I said to him, "O Master, will these torments after the mighty sentence be increased or mitigated, or remain unchanged?" And he replied, "Your science teaches you that true perfection has the greatest sense of pleasure, hence the greatest sense of pain. Though these ill-fated souls cannot arrive at true perfection, yet they will be nearer after the judgment day than now." Along the curving road we went, conversing more than I shall now repeat, and so we came abreast the point where one descends below. Here we found Plutus, the arch-enemy,